I think the Pac-12 looks a little better than expected. Where might there be some value? You've got USC, you got Wazoo, you got Utah, UW, Oregon. I mean, Washington State is 3-0, host Oregon this week. They're 60-1 to win the Pac-12. I don't know if that's worth a flyer, but just curious your thoughts on Penix for Heisman and also just big picture in the Pac-12.
Yeah, I love it. Here's the thing. So if you got USC preseason, then you're in good shape, right? Like if you got them preseason, you're feeling good about yourself because they seem like a team that can do some damage. But the reality of it is when you look at the Pac-12, we're looking at USC, who has an offense that everybody's already fallen in love with and kind of crowned. We've got Oregon State, who nobody ever talks about, but they're very good, and they're also explosive. We got UCLA. UCLA should have lost to South Alabama, but you know what? They're still hanging around. You've got Washington as a team that obviously, Aaron, I know that you just mentioned, and Penix there. They have got a tremendous passing offense. They've got this ability to matriculate the ball down the field in chunks, which I think is great. Washington State is the other 3-0 team. Oh, and by the way, Oregon and Utah are still in the mix. So we got 5 3-0 teams plus Oregon and Utah. We got 7 teams that I think have a legitimate opportunity to, 1, play each other in the Pac-12 championship game, but 2, to win the Pac-12. I feel good about them. So if we're talking odds, Aaron, if you got USC preseason, great. I would not go with USC now. They don't feel like there's any value there. I think you can buy up some value with Utah because everybody wrote them off after the Florida game. And I was like, oh, Utah was smaller than them. So it's going to be really rough. But Utah in the Pac-12, they feel good. I think Oregon, same thing with getting destroyed by Georgia. Oregon they got an opportunity to bounce back. And I think if we're talking off the board money, I think Washington and Oregon State are probably your best values because, yes, they can win this league, and they have an opportunity to kind of fly under the radar. They're 2 teams, Washington less so, but Oregon State for sure is a team. I don't know if many people have even seen them play.